Dayan! Morning! Saturday! Whoop. It is currently 11:15 here in my part of Iceland. What day is today? It's the 7th of November. Whoop. So obviously this will be out tomorrow. But I'm liking this setup. Setup, is that the right word? Organization, I think that's a better word. So yes, I like it. I'm filming this on Saturday, giving myself the time to upload so it doesn't take 36 hours. So yeah, go in. And again, oh dear, clumsy days. Yeah, so go in. It's me, Guldur. I'm an Icelander, live in Iceland. This is my podcast, the project pile, because Lord knows I have projects and I have piles of them. I think it's the 33rd. 33rd? Yeah, 33rd. That's a weird number to say, 33rd. Anyway, so this podcast is about yarn, knitting, crocheting. My cast-ons are work in progress, and whatever I manage to finish when I do manage to finish them. So yay! Anything like yarn related, knitting related, and the weather, because the weather affects everything, and the weather is interesting. So yay! Currently we have a bit of sun, so see, sun. Seems shadow. So but it's a bit overcast. Like they are apparently predicting like rain in my area later in the day. So, but it's not snowing in the meantime, so it's a good thing. Honestly though, I don't mind the snow. Snow is fine. You can shovel it where you don't want it to be, and otherwise just steam right head over it. The thing that I don't like about winter is when we get ice. Ice is no fun. Ice means that you're just slipping and sliding and not good. Snow is manageable. Ice, nah. I have this conversation a couple of times a year when it starts to snow and people are like, yeah, not good, not this, not that. I'm like, well, at least it's not, it's not ice. And it's not hailing. Hail is also no fun, but currently, the weather's fine. We did have a bit of storm this week, like, what was it, like 3 nights in a row? My town was fine. The only thing that happened, what was it? How do you put it in English? In Icelandic we say aðfaranótt. That means the night leading up to. So the night leading up to Thursday, because I have no idea how to put it in English, but yeah. The night leading up to Thursday, we had a bit of a storm. Enough so that there was a jeep that apparently got blown by the wind and into the sea. Luckily, that car landed in the sea right next to the Björgunarsveitastöð. That is the words. Björgunarsveitastöð is like, it's the building where the rescue unit has their things. The Icelandic Search and Rescue that is, I think, about 98 or 99% voluntary work. Like here in like my area, it's all volunteer work. So luckily, this is a perfect opportunity to say láni óláni, or luck in misfortune. That this car happened to be, picked up or blown around by the storm into the sea. It was, fortune and misfortune that it happened right next to the best place where they have the equipment to get the car back up. And the amazing thing is that I heard that about this car, this Jeep, like, it started up right at the beginning. Like, so yeah. Anyway, no about cars. Why am I thinking about cars? But I mean, yes, we had a storm, but the next town over. Now I'm just talking about the weather. That's fine. Next town over. Yeah, about that direction. My old hometown where I'm born and raised, they had absolutely bad weather on Wednesday. Very very strong winds. It was so bad that the gas station that is a it's a good honestly it's a good building. It's very sturdy. The staff had to basically flee into the innermost just parts of the building because they thought the building was going to just collapse. That's how strong the winds were. Also, my sister sent me a picture of, because he lives in the street just above the gas station, and her neighbor, okay, so here's the street, right? She lives above the street, and I'm not sure if it was the neighbor to the left or the right. And that yard was an absolutely gorgeous big pine tree or fir tree, absolutely gorgeous, very pretty tree. The wind broke in, and this lovely lovely tree, not the small one, it got blown across the street. Apparently, a little bit along the road, I think, and then it ended up in another, the neighbor's yard. It went a bit of a distance, and this is not a lightweight tree. Again, like, something cool just to be in my town, because yeah, we had a bit of a strong gale, but we didn't have a storm. Like, nothing quite like this until in the night, then we could, meh. Anyway, everything's fine. There's no nothing serious happened. Like, there's no injuries to people. Listen, okay, now I'm sorry, I just keep rambling. I've been rambling for almost 10 minutes about the weather, but there is a valley. That's a rare word to say, taluk. It's a valley that leads down to the fjords where I live. What was that? Anyway, very, and that valley is, I'm sorry, I'm pronouncing it really, I can't pronounce it differently. Valley. Please just bear with me. So this valley is, it's a major traffic area, because it leads down to, like, the fjords, and us that live down here. The weather on Wednesday was so bad, and just in absolutely the right direction for the wind, that it was impossible to just pass anywhere in the world. Like, people are stuck up there. The bus that goes, between towns, it got blown around. Like, it's not a very lightweight car, it's pretty bulky. And it's not like a huge bus. It's like in other countries you'd probably call it a short one or tiny one, but hey, we're small portion of the land. The car that pulled the bus up, I shouldn't be laughing, but everyone's fine. So the bus got blown around and a bit off the road. There's another car that comes along to help, and they pull the bus up. The car that pulled the bus up also got blown off the road. I can't remember which car was blown, like 50 or 60 meters. It's just amazing that no one got hurt. Like, the baker brings, bakes the bread and brings it down to the fjords where we are. He managed to, like, get to us in the morning. This is around noon, when the weather was absolutely closed, just impassable, and it was impassable for the rest of the day. He obviously has to go the same road to get back home, and the weather is just, it gets worse and worse and worse. So we had to chat with him in the morning after, because I'm like, what happened? Is everyone okay? And he's like, yeah, So because of the wind, because the strange was very strong winds, he stops. The wind blows the car just parallel to what it used to be, and he, fortunately, he sees that, oh, there's something is about to happen, so he moves over to the passenger side. Fortunately, because the wind then very gently started to tip the car over. He's fine. The car is also fine. It just had to they needed a day in the workshop to just, you know, be worked on a little bit. Police, the rescue units, and at least one like ambulance, and I think the fire department also went up there, both from probably Reyðarfjörður, which is a little small town, and Egilsstaðir, which is the bigger town at the other end of the valley. And the bakery, you know, he was like, he was wondering why the what is the English word? This is, it bothers me. But the man who was helping him, he kept squatting, like squatting with the wind. And the baker is like, why? It's just a little bit of wind. Until he got out of the car. And he realized that the wind was so strong, no one could stand. You had to squat down. And that's like, I'm just so happy. And everyone was fine. There was, I haven't heard about any like major damages to any car, so that's actually kind of amazing because the winds were strong. And yeah, so the major things were obviously broken windows. There was at least one tree that got like not uprooted, just snapped in the wind. And the other day that was the Jeep that landed in the ocean. But other than that, no one had to go to hospital. Like, anyway, so enough about the weather, because I see the computer agrees with me. Stop talking about the weather. We're gonna talk about yarn. I'm sorry. Almost 14 minutes of me just chatting about the weather. Should I be embarrassed? No, because weather's fun. Anyway, so yes, with my dummy clap shawl, I only did it a bit. Just this dark portion. I've not been very industrious with this one. Like, I want to finish it, but but I'm still showing you because I'm still working on it, and if I'm working on it, I'm showing it. So yeah, the dummy clap shawl again. I'm so looking forward to finishing it. It's gonna be so cool. I am so excited about the last round. Excuse me, because that last round is gonna be so weird. Like, for the entire length of the show, I'm gonna just be knitting one round, purling back. On the last round, I get to drop stitches. That's gonna be so weird. It's gonna be so weird. I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, and the reason why I'm making so little progress on this is, okay, and also on the pretty little pink shawl that I showed you last week. I only made a little bit of progress. Hello, sun. It's so pretty. Oh, so soft. The James C. Brett, I think it's Northern Lights, the cakes. The salvage cake that otherwise would have landed either in the garbage or funeral pile of its own making. Because this was the worst cake that I have ever had misfortune of purchasing, because the ends were, they were together. I am not gonna stop talking about this. They were together somewhere equivalent around here. Now, instead of like with this cake where the end was here in the center and the other end is somewhere around here under the band. No, this beautiful cake, like honestly, this yarn is so pretty and soft, and I'm loving these like little fluffy bits. This cake was a devil, and because I had to boil, like when I did manage to save the yarn, I had to boil it up with, honestly, it wasn't good for the yarn, but it was either that or just scrapping it together, all together. But the bad thing is also that I lost a lot of the fluffy bits, which makes me a bit sad. But it is being used, so. And the sun is advancing, haha. But yeah, this is gonna be such pretty. Sure. Still have to film like the tutorial on it because this is such a nice, simple, no thinking type of pattern. This one I'm currently making on a 3. Oh, can you see that? I'm not sure. On a 3.5 millimeter. Excuse me, I think it's upside down. Yeah, here we go. Can you see it? Alright, well, it is a 3.5 millimeter. Most of the shawls that I made with this pattern, I've made with a lot thicker yarn, like Fantasia with it. Oh, can I see it? Can I see it? It's a number 4 on that skein picture thingy. I think that means it's... I can't see. I'm sorry. I have to find... Oh, it's not. Where is it? Excuse me a moment. Yes, again. I think I'm so prepared. And then I'm like, oh, I want to use this one. Right. Okay. So, I have here a book that is all in Icelandic. It's Icelandic designs, crochet. That honestly I haven't done a lot with. This one. In case anyone who can read Icelandic is interested in getting in. But the thing that this is a really good book, honestly. The thing that I absolutely love, that has also helped me with like the knitting, is the information in the back. These, yeah, let's do it like this. These are all the explanations on like the yarn categories. Also, I thought that they had, yeah, here we go. On the crochet hooks. Yep, this one's a little strong now. Which is going to be absolutely helpful when I tell you that the 3.5 millimeter crochet hook is a American E, or with the old British system, 9. I do feel that they're missing a bit though, because I know that the American system also uses some numbers, so it's missing a little bit. So, alright, here we go. The skein 4, that is a worsted or Afghan iron. So, hey, thanks for that. So, yeah, alright, so, so, oh dear, now I wonder how I'm gonna put it. So, with this pattern, I am obviously using this worsted weight yarn. It makes it so lovely and chunky and so quick to make. And I'm using a 4 millimeter crochet hook. 4 isn't 5. Oh lordy lordy, why aren't I better prepared? Yeah, it's in the middle. Yep, it's a 4 millimeter. The way that I know what size of crochet hooks I use is by opening this like purse or whatever and just looking for one in the middle, like that. Yeah. No, I think I use the 5 millimeter though. I think I'm using the 5. No, it's 4. I've been using the 4 millimeter. Yeah. So it's an E or 4mm. If I remember correctly, I got this purse from Hobbycraft, the UK-based store. So when I getting it out there, when I make this pattern, usually I use the worsted weight yarn and a 4mm crochet hook. So that's like a easy weekend project. For someone who's quicker than me, that means, I don't know, an afternoon or something. But yeah, I love this pattern. It's so simple. I need to stop talking about making the video and just make the video. But yeah, apart from talking about making videos, I've been working, most of my work has been going into making my version of this sweater. And happy news, I have finished the body. Looking pretty good. And you know, the more that I make, when I finished with the Aula Force, the bulkier portion, the more I'm liking the different shade of the Léttlöpi. Because, you know, so Léttlöpi, this lovely thing, this is all the yarn that I inherited from my mother's dad. Inherited meaning she basically said if you can use it, use it. So this goes into the hem, it will go into the cuffs, and then the neckline. And the other yarn that makes up the bulk of the body is Álafosslopi. And I absolutely adore this color. It has so much of like bit more like purple. It's got a bit more of a lovely wine color to it. This is more like burnt. I think this is called burnt on the official name. Like, they don't put names on the labels, but they do like sell them with names. So it's, why? Just put names on everything, please, thank you. Yeah, I think it's gonna be nice. Now, I did finish the knitting of the body on Thursday night, and then I was gonna reach into my this lovely little bag that I have of the finer, like, double pointed needles, because I was absolutely certain that this one had 3.5mm, which is what I need to like start with the both the hem and now with the sleeves. Unfortunately, it only goes to 3.25mm, not 3.5. I thought it had 3.5. So, oh dear. So I'm obviously just bummed out on Thursday night. I'm like, how in the world am I gonna finish it? Like, I need to buy more knitting needles. And it wasn't until workday yesterday, on Friday, that it finally clicked that I don't need to buy more knitting needles. Like, it would probably be better, like, for future projects. But what I could do is, because I'm using this Knit Pro Rose Gold set that I bought from Hobby, what I can do is take the 3.5mm the circle needles and then take one of the longer cables, because what the thing is about when you start with the knitting, when you start with the 3.5 in this pattern, you don't join in a circle straight away. With the 3.5mm, you knit back and forth for like 3 rounds, which makes this. Trying to show you. But this thing here, and this thing here, this lovely etching that it makes, just adds something just like subtle. And it isn't until you switch over to the 4.5mm that you join in the circle. So I bit belatedly realized, like, if I had realized it on like Thursday night, I would have been able to just cast on and have a bit of a sleeve done, but instead I just decided, meh, I will do that on the weekend. So I've been just knitting a little bit of the shawl and crocheting a little bit of the shawl. But actually, talking about this set, I like it. I like it a lot. The only thing that I found that I wasn't the biggest fan of was when I was switching from, I'm not sure if it was the 3.5mm. No, it was, yeah, it was the 3.5mm when I first noticed a problem. So, yeah. On the cables, right, there are these itty bitty holes. And those holes are for you to put in this here little metal stick. And you put it into a hole so that you're able to tighten the needle more securely to the cable, so there's less risk of it just falling apart. The problem I found was that, you know, when I was testing everything together, I reached for one of these bags, and this little thingy here didn't go through the hole. It did not go through the hole, and I was having an absolute problem with trying to just get it to work, and it just wouldn't work. And then I noticed in the bottom of this lovely, oh, I love this box, it's so pretty. There's another bag with, I've never used these. I think these are extensions, and they have their own little metal thingy. So I decided to try that one. It should be the same, right? No, because this one went into the holes on the cables. The ones in here with the end caps did not. Why? That is so weird. But, you know, one of these weird things, like, you would, I mean, I love this box. It's pretty, it's nice, and it's so well organized, but you would think that was something that, you know, these are not cheap. Like, by no stretch of the imagination are these things cheap. You would think that with that price tag they would make absolutely sure that you could use every single item in of their project, but no. I mean, I know it's a little thing, it's just a little metal bitty, but it was enough to absolutely agitate me. Still a little bit like meh about it, but luckily there was another bit that worked, so hey, that worked out. Now I have been chatting for half an hour. Oh, I'm doing well today, because I also want to show you two things. So I got a package from the Amazon UK. Now, I've been having a problem with getting packages for the past months, because, you know, with the epidemic going around is just in place everywhere. The postal services in most countries are obviously they are suffering. They are obviously understaffed in many countries. The mail services have been suspended because of health reasons and health. I mean, we're not taking any risks anywhere, thank you. But the problem is that I have packages from sellers on Amazon that have been reported like missing. And I'm not sure if they're missing or they're just stuck somewhere in transit, or if they're even stuck in the big pile in Reykjavik in the post office there, because they made it like a couple of months ago that they have a big pile of just mail that is stuck in a big pile, and they're just slowly working through it, and I don't know if my package is. But happy thing is, if for the past times that I've been ordering from Amazon UK, they have been shipped. I mean, if you I'm getting worked out, so my talking starts getting all okay. When you shop with Amazon themselves, you get a guarantee, and Amazon ships via DHL. And when you ship via DHL, you do pay upfront with like import duties and taxes and shipping inside the country, which is a lot better because that means I can go straight to my post office with my mask on and my gloves and just pick up my parcel and done. Also, because DSL means that I actually get my packages and they don't get stuck somewhere for months, and I don't know if they're in. Well, anyway, so long story short, I got a package yesterday, and there were two knit related things. Because I mean knit related, yarn related, like no, I do have enough mugs. Okay, my screen here is dark and my phone is acting up. Look. There were several options, but because this one is like lilac-y type of color, and knitting keeps me from unraveling, because yes, that has been absolute truth for the past weeks, because you know, knitting nights that used to be on Thursday nights, they're not on anymore, and that's just so this mug just fits right in. Also, it came whole. That's like, yes, yes. International transit, and the breakable thing does not break. And the other thing that I got, another knitting book. And this cat is the cutest. It's in like most pictures, and oh, there are two cats. Like here, last one. Look how cute they are. They're so cute. And oh, he's so cute. But yeah, and I've been flipping through this book, and I honestly think that most of these patterns are just yes. So like this cowl, I think is absolutely cute. There was also, oh yeah, I want to show this one. This oversized slouchy sweater. That looks so cozy. There was also this cardigan. I think there's another picture of it here. Oh yeah, this is from the back, so you can see just how like lovely the pattern is. I do quite like this pattern. It's like, oh, and these mittens with caps. Those look so cozy and nice. And this shawl. Absolutely gorgeous. Oh, that's a really, really cute picture. Look at the kitty. Oh, that's so cute. Absolutely gorgeous cat. See, there's a cardigan with the same. Can I? Oh, there is also like a bulky pattern where they don't, you know, you use the same color, but you form the cat with the knitting. Don't know how to explain it, but I think there's another. Oh yeah, here. You can see a little better. That is so cool. Like, that's a shawl, isn't it? It's a shawl. The shawl, the squishy cat shawl. So cute. Oh, and here's another sweater that uses this pattern. That's so cool. That is so cool. Also, the cats are so cute. You seeing it? Do you want a kitty? No, whenever, sometime in the future, I would like to get a cat. Just, we used to have cats when I was a kid, and I don't know. I want a cat again. Like, cats are so much fun. They are like, they have such different personalities, obviously. So you need to pair up with a cat that not only suits you, but you also need to suit the cat, because cats are independent. They're like, you cannot expect a cat to live in a household where the household just doesn't suit the cat. Like, no. Sometime in the future, hopefully within the next 10 years, I can have a cat. I would like a cat. I would like a little cuddle bug that's, you know, still independent, but I would like a little cuddle bug that's like wants to stay around me on, you know, like in the evening. But yeah, these are things that I did manage to get up to. And honestly, like, with this shawl, it's gonna be so nice and so soft. I'm not sure how big it's gonna be, because I've never used like this kind of yarn, this kind of cake. I do have another cake, so if I want to make it like bigger and it ends up being like I can do that. Happy thoughts. Still going a little bit. And yeah, so I will be casting on for the first sleeve of the Saga Án Fléttu, and keep knitting. Yay. Anything else? Not that I can think of. I've been rambling on for almost 40 minutes. Most of the time about the weather. Whoop, whoop. So yeah. Honestly though, is there anything else? Don't think so. Got another mug. This one with like knitting related, because because like at least one of my sisters was sharing it on, like, was it Snapchat? I think it was Snapchat. And that was after I'd ordered mine, and I'm like, yes. I don't know. It was, I thought it was a bit funny, but meh. So yeah, got a new knitting book that might become a future project. Like, I mean, this slouchy hat is also really cute. And just the cats in general, like, they are so cute. So yeah, I am going to continue with my projects, and I mean, it's Saturday, so I probably need to get on with laundry and vacuuming and stuff like that. You know, usual household things. So yes, that's it. I think I'm gonna stop rambling. I do realize that the sun is a little bit in my eyes, but in a few weeks there won't be a sun where I live, so I'm going to enjoy her while she's here to smile upon me. So that's it for me this week. I will see you later. Bless, bless.